With leaves beginning to grow on trees and flowers beginning to sprout, they aren't the only things brightening up this spring. It goes beyond just the colors and the environment, but the emotions on the face beginning to shine. Don't go anywhere, because In the Valley starts now. Spring has sprung and things are getting underway in the Valley. I'm your host, Stephanie Keegan-Craver. In the Warwick area, we all love to celebrate our heritage and pay honor to the generations that have come before. All of this was in full display at our annual St. Patrick's Day Parade.
As a sea of green fills the streets of Warwick, New York, the community gathers for the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. From the rhythmic step of Irish dancers to the proud notes of bagpipers, this event was a celebration of heritage, tradition, and togetherness.
Well, first of all, we want to educate the young Irish coming up about what the old Irish are all about. And the old Irish is well known over the world for the work they've done for the world in the wars and whatever. And to participate in something like this and let them know what we think and how we're going to do the next round, that's what we're all about.
Starting by St. Anthony's Hospital and finishing at yesterday's, this parade showcases the heart and soul of Irish heritage. Banners adorned with shamrocks and Celtic symbols glide past, while families share stories and traditions with pride.
For me personally, I've been a reenactor for about 30 years. I don't look it, but I started when I was about 10 or 11 years old. What's very important about remembering our history and also certain cultures, especially for the St. Patrick's Day, is to keep the heritage and history alive, especially for future generations.
As the parade comes to a close, the community joins at yesterday's pub. United by the shared legacy that binds them, this day is a testament to the enduring power of culture and the love for one's roots. From Warwick Valley Television, I'm Caden Naylor.
It's one of life's greatest gifts to look back on the past with feelings of warmth and connection. For others, it is a reawakening from within that marks the start of a new beginning.
Spring has sprung. Plants are the best way to add life and beauty to your lawn and garden. Where you get your plants and who you listen to matters.
We stick out from our competitors by, I believe, first we be our quality. The quality of our material is a little bit higher. It's something that we really strive for over the past 52 years.
Since 1972, Jansen has been making their customers a top priority with their 30-plus acres of nursery stock. Like all great businesses, it all starts with an idea and a little bit of determination. This time of year, decisions like annual versus perennial need to be made, and you start to wonder, what is the difference between a shrub and a hedge?
Well, a lot of times we were asked about suitability of plant material for a certain spot, whether it's a wet, dry, or whatever. Also, oftentimes we're asked about insects that people find on plants, or when plants are not doing well, what's happening.
In the many acres of plants that Jansen offers, you're sure to find some that pique your interest. So what is popular this season?
It is pink mandeville. I get 5 of them every year because they grow huge and the hummingbirds love them.
My favorite plant is a boxwood, and the reason why is because they stay green all year round and they're pretty much deer resistant.
Jansen Nursery has been around for a long time, and it will be here for many years to come. As temperatures start to rise, what sage advice would Jansen's Nursery have to offer?
Go to your local garden centers. Find out what is hardy for the area, what works in the area.
At Jansen Nursery, they believe no winter lasts forever, and no winter skips its turn. From Warwick Valley Television, I'm Madison DeSantis. Back to you in the studio.
While looking to add a new color or feeling into your life is great and always welcome, sometimes it's just as simple as getting the dustpan and cleaning off the cobwebs to freshen up things in your life. Let's check in with Cara Colon for what is possible.
With every new season comes new opportunities, from cozying up indoors in the cold winters or going on hikes in the summer. Every time of the year gives us new opportunities to do something different. Gone are the cold, dark days of winter, as Warwick finally enters the sunny spring. And with the approach of this new season comes new plans and goals for many people. In this case, for resident Thais Pilieri and her family, this marks the start of the infamous spring cleaning process. While some may dread it, for her, this process includes not only cleaning and scrubbing, but taking care of numerous other tasks around the house. And in her opinion, as well as other family members, this is the beginning of spring. This is the perfect time for a fresh start.
To me, spring cleaning is important because it helps you set the tone to welcome the new season, new energy. It was a long, cold winter, and now you get to put on some music, invite the new season.
I think it's important because you could kind of like cleanse your space and you could kind of like get rid of clutter, especially that builds up over the winter time.
And while spring cleaning is often a time for big plans, it is easy for many to find it challenging to follow through. Still, it is important to remember that when we tackle a task, the sense of accomplishment and the joy of having a fresh, organized space makes it all worth it. As the flowers begin to bloom, it marks the perfect time to refresh your space and mind. So while it's still early in the season, it is never too late to spring into decoloring your area.
Spring cleaning offers numerous benefits, including improved mental and physical health, increased productivity, and a sense of accomplishment by decluttering and cleaning your home. It all begins by just getting started. When In the Valley returns, we will check in with a local boutique owner that specializes in having what every fashionista needs to add to their closet.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener and loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Welcome back to In the Valley. I'm Stephanie Keegan-Craver. Joining me in studio is the owner and visionary behind the cutest boutique in the Hudson Valley, Deb Bonsignore. The Wanderlust Boutique is your go-to place for a collection of elevated basics and on-trend must-have items. Deb, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Stephanie.
You not only have a storefront on Railroad Avenue, but you also have a traveling mobile store.
I do.
Daddy. She was preceded by Glenda. Tell us about that journey.
So Wanderlust started when I was a stay-at-home mom, needing to get out of the house, use my brain cells, and just I really did it as an event, pop-ups. I do have a degree from FIT, so I have that background, and I just decided to, do a mobile boutique on the go. I never thought I would have my own storefront. But after 2 years of traveling around in my pink camper, I had such a great following, and it felt like just the next move for the business.
Yeah. And that's wonderful. So what drives you to be motivated in your business?
I enjoy it. I love what I do. So I wake up every day with so many tasks, but because it's all fun to me, I take every task with enthusiasm, and I'm learning. Whether I'm doing social media or working on my website, I wear so many hats, and it's challenging, but I love that.
Yeah. So. And speaking of, your social media is so much fun. In fact, last time we were in studio, you made a great reel while we lost power while we were filming the show. So what inspires you for your social media content?
very, very inspired by things that are trending, whether it be a song or a saying. That day I was inspired by, there was no power in all of Warwick, so I kind of ran with that. And I want my reels and my page to be, exciting and really entertaining. The website's where you shop, right? The store is where you shop, but I think, you get a feel of the culture and how much fun we have when you come into the store by kind of getting that fun vibe off of my Instagram.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, just the last one I think I did, which was really funny, was had to jump on that Kendrick Lamar song, and his Super Bowl reel just went viral. So,
what is your favorite part about owning a store in Warwick?
I love meeting people. Warwick, we get, I have the best local customers, my repeat customers that come to me for their new denim, or they just want a fun top or some cozy basics. But then we're a tourist town, so I meet a lot of people that come to Warwick to visit, and I love hearing where they're from, what brings them to Warwick, and I love their enthusiasm when they shop the store.
Yeah. So in your opinion, what does Warwick need?
Oh, this might be by unpopular opinion. So every day I see that really loud train go past my store, and every day I say, if only that train stopped and there was passengers getting out. Could you just imagine if we had a passenger train that went to the city? I feel like, we are such a destination, but if people could come up by train too, not just bus, I don't know.
It would be
right?
incredible. It would change just the landscape of Warwick.
Yeah, I mean, really so Beacon has that, I believe, right? Right over the Hudson, they have that train, and I know a lot of people go there because it's an easy way it's easy for them to get there. So
exactly. And the
do we
New
make this
Jersey
happen?
Transit bus is not the most fun.
No, it's
it
not.
Could be a more luxurious ride.
I mean, I get a little car sick going over that mountain.
Yeah. So if you could get rid of one fashion trend that you have seen over the years, what would it be?
Okay, so this was a really good question. And this is probably my favorite question. And I think I'm gonna have some pushback on this one too, but it's not necessarily a fashion trend, because I love fashion trends because they always come full circle. And when they come back in, every generation puts their new spin on it. So I love trends, and I love how people incorporate the trends. What I think we could do without is Shein.
Yeah.
As a business owner, I think I could do without the TikTok shop, the Sheins. Listen, I shop on Amazon too, but that, that fast fashion, very cheap quality.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anyone who hasn't sort of been duped by that, right? You order something and you think it's gonna look great, and it's just a sack.
It looked so much better on that influencer.
Exactly.
But if you shop Wanderlust, we're real people, wearing these clothes, so you'll kind of get more of a realistic understanding.
And you see the pieces in person, and you as the shop owner see the person, and you're like, you know what, that might not be complimentary, but what about this? And it's something that I, as a shopper, might not try because it just never occurred to me.
Exactly. So, Shein.
What's a tip that you might have for someone who wants to start a business?
Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Because you know what? If you have the want, then you have the will, and the rest you will figure out.
Yeah.
You will.
And of course, what is your favorite season to shop for?
Oh, I have two answers for this one because I couldn't just pick one. So Christmas, because the holidays in general, not just Christmas, but the holiday season, I love because I love helping people pick out that perfect gift. And I love when they come back in and say, it was so good. They loved it. It fit perfectly. Thank you so much. And then summer, because I'm a summer girl. I love the warm weather, and I think summer dresses are beautiful.
Yeah. I'd like to thank Deb Bonsignore for being our guest and strongly suggest that if you have not yet been to Wanderlust the Boutique, that you make it a priority. When In the Valley returns, get ready to get active, no matter your age.
Mike Rowe on the student organization known as Skills USA.
Well, everybody talks about high unemployment. It seems to me that the real problem is the skills gap. There are opportunities available, millions of them. Skills USA is on the front line. They're encouraging soft skills and specific skills. They're the connective tissue in between the opportunities that exist and the hopes that a lot of parents and kids have for their own future.
Learn more at skillsusa.org and microworks.org.
Skills USA, champions at work.
Welcome back to In the Valley. I'm Stephanie Keegan-Craver. Childhood play is crucial for kids. It allows children to learn about the world and build confidence. And when you mix in a special place and new friends, it just can't be beat.
The Little Lane Play Place is a place for parents to come drop their children so that they can go out and play and socialize with other children and gain friends that could even create a further bond beyond just inside the play area. Although the kids creating bonds at the play place is vitally important in making friends and having childhood moments, it's also important as a business owner to meet people that can not only help you out, but can make you feel like all your efforts are not being done just by yourself.
I started the idea for this business and met a woman who wanted to do the same thing. And we kind of joined forces and planned this, and having her, I learned a lot. And then a lot of other women who own businesses in the area and outside towns. I've met a lot of them, and it's been nice to meet new people and kind of do all this together.
Business owners alike all work to make the best product they can put out for the general public. But does that effort translate over to the customer? What makes the customer want to choose your business?
I've lived in Warwick almost 10 years and always wished that there was a place for kids to come and play and be creative. And once I knew that the Little Lane was opening, I was really excited to take my kids here. Once I saw pictures and saw the space, I knew that they would love it.
Of course, it's great to hear that customers love coming to your business, but how important is it to hear about how much the kids enjoy coming here as their play place as well? And does it provide them the opportunity to make new friends?
I like doing arts and crafts here, playing fun toys here, and playing with my cousins and friends here. I always see people when I go here.
Kids all around the world love having places to go to just express themselves and let out the bundle of energy that they build up throughout the day. But aside from that, it's interesting to hear what inspires the owner of an establishment to actually get involved in the business that they have entered.
I went to a place a few years ago that was similar to this. Little playhouses, an area to do crafts and do things with kids. They thought it was fun, and I wanted it for Warwick and my 2 young kids.
While business owners socializing with one another is great to form new ideas and even potential relationships, in the play place industry, it's also worth figuring out if socializing for your kid is important in their growth and development.
There's so much that kids learn through play with each other without their parents kind of over them, just with each other in the moment, in those kind of informal ways that we can't teach that to them. They have to just learn it from each other.
While you may not be immediately thinking about what play place to send your kid to, you won't need to worry about finding one in the future, because the Little Lane Play Place is more than welcome to take on your children and allow them to have fun for just as long as they want.
The Little Lane Play Place is a fun-filled indoor play place built for your children's imagination to run wild. Both kids and parents love the stimulating environment that is designed to encourage exploration and fun. If heading outdoors and getting involved with a community service project is what you're after, Ryan Barnable can be your guide.
In Warwick Valley High School, you need 20 hours of community service to graduate. Some take the easy route of selling food at sports games, but others take it to the next level. In Warwick, New York, there's a Boy Scouts troop, Troop 38, where they very regularly go out and help the community. But instead of fundraising, they go into the woods and help make a trail. It's very important for everyone to get involved, not only the kids, but everyone getting involved makes the community a better place and makes you realize how fortunate you are to be able to help your community.
I think by doing community service, the Scouts see that by serving the community and doing projects and helping each other, that they can make this world a better place.
Cleaning the trail is important for the community is because that it keeps the people and the animals safe for the future.
In a place like Warwick, you need to preserve the environment as much as possible, and these kids trying to get their community service done are successfully doing that, while trying to inspire the community to do the same. Just because you can take the easy way out doesn't mean you have to. Always try your best to make your community a better place no matter when you are trying to get your community service hours done.
Getting involved with an initiative that aims to benefit the local community has far-reaching impacts and is a great way to make new connections. As we close out this edition of In the Valley, we will head up to the top of Mount Peter and look for the signs of spring that we all are so anxious for. For In the Valley, I'm Stephanie Keegan-Craver.